In this section, we're going to demonstrate how to import contracts from a PP1 file. In this case, we're going to import contracts for Stark Enterprises, the offerer that we set up earlier. Now, just to get started, let me show you what the Excel file looks like. So here we have an Excel file that contains contract information. Now, what we're showing here is basically over here, two contracts, 1 and 2. And we also have in here the contractor name or the entity. So in this case, it's ABC. On the other page, it was XXX. So this is an example of the kind of data that we're going to be able to import in the style of the data as well. Now, this section over here, section 12, tends to be variable. It's going to differ from project to project. Not every project will be created the same. So there will be some configuration that's required before we can import the contract data. We have to basically tell the tool what kind of data to expect. We'll cover that in another video. Today we're just going to focus on the act of the contract import and look at the results. Okay, so with that in mind, let me close this. Don't save it. And we're going to go do it. Now, to do this, we go into relevancy analysis. Whoops. Because that is thought of as the beginning of relevancy analysis. In order to perform a relevancy analysis, we need to have contracts in place, and we can then look at them to see if they're relevant or not. So on this page for relevancy analysis for Stark Enterprises, there is a button here for uploading contracts. So I'm going to press that button, revealing this dialog, and then I'm going to press Upload a PP1 workbook. So when I click on that, it'll take me to a file browser. Now, I was here earlier, so it took me right where I needed to go, but of course, this is just like any other file browser. You can navigate to where you need to be. And now I'm going to select that file that I want to import and say Open. And that quickly, it imported the two contracts. Now, as feedback to the user, it actually shows you the data that it imported. So you can do a quick check right here to see if you're happy with its contents. Now let me X this right over here to make this go away. And what we'll notice now that we uploaded them, we now have two entities in place. The ones I pointed out, ABC and XXX. So this actually created the entities, which are right here. And now it also created the contract. So when I go in there, I could start looking at the data. Here's my entity reference, which is not that exciting because it was auto-populated just with its name. We can fill that in later. Contract summary, however, this is all the information that got imported from that contract. Now, if we need to, we can go and we can modify that manually as well. Let's say there's a correction that needs to be made. We can actually go into the tool and we can edit that. Then as part of relevancy analysis, this is where we would start working. We could start working. We could actually look at the data that's been imported and then decide on whether it's relevant or not. Okay, well that's all for now. Just wanted to demonstrate the contract import. In the following sessions, we'll look more closely at the relevancy analysis itself. Thank you.